This is Ron Wynn from NC Triangle Dining, and we're here at the Sunset Ridge Buffalo Farm with owner Jack Pleasant. The
Morning.
Good morning. Sunset Ridge Buffalo Farm is going to be part of the Piedmont Farm Tour on April 22nd
Correct, and 23rd.
and 23rd. So we're here to get a preview of the Sunset Ridge Buffalo Farm and learn everything there is that you're going to get to see on the tour. So Jack, can you tell me a little bit about the Sunset Ridge Buffalo Farm, the history and your ownership and part of it?
Well, Ron, this has been it's a farm that's been in my family for over 200 years. It was primarily a tobacco farm. It had a dairy on one end of it at one point. This end of the farm is one that I inherited a few acres and bought out some other relatives, and we've been raising bison here since 2001. So, and we started out with 8, and we now have usually anywhere from 100 to 125. We have 2 breeding herds, which are what the people who come here will see at least one of those 2 breeding herds. We take a tour trailer out on the farm. On Saturday we will have Chef Bilo Shelton from Thrills for the Grill he will be cooking bison, mostly burgers and sliders and maybe some bratwurst that day, and so people can come between 12 and 3 and grab something to eat and then take a tour. On Sunday we won't be cooking down there, but we'll still have some bison snacks.
Gotcha. Okay, great. So in terms of raising buffalo or bison, can you call them either one?
Yes. Buffalo is what the early settlers and the Native Americans saw them. Bison is what USDA says goes on the meat label.
Okay, gotcha. So where are they native to? Are they native to North Carolina
Yes,
at all? Or
they were native to this area. In 1727, when Colonel Byrd surveyed the line between Virginia and North Carolina, the only place he recorded seeing bison was about 10 miles from here as the crow flies.
Okay, wow, okay. And what did you choose to raise bison and buffalo versus cows? I mean, you just wanted to do something different, or personal passion?
You know, the bison have a great story. They have they are the national mammal of the United States now. I was interested because I had a healthcare background in the nutritional profile. I thought that it was I like different things to eat, and not all, and the doctors were kind of down on red meat in general, but bison is on the heart healthy diet, and so I was interested in that aspect of it. It was also, I thought, a challenge for somebody whose previous livestock experience was raising a cat.
Okay, so you two raising buffalo and doing a really good job apparently by all these guys behind us. Anyhow, so you're a father to 100+ buffaloes. Do you have any favorites out there, or can you say that?
Most of our animals have numbers that, we do give names to a few of them, like the first calf that was ever born here has a name, but we deal with most of them as numbers. They're ones that have that you remember. Mostly it's like children, you remember the ones with bad behavior, not necessarily the ones that are just meld in with the crowd.
Okay, that's fair enough. And what's the one thing you've learned about buffalo raising and farming that you didn't, that was a surprise when after you started?
I guess one of the biggest surprises that I had was that I knew that out west, that where there were buffalo, there were wildflowers, because the wildflower seeds got into the hair of the buffalo and they distributed them. I hadn't thought of that in terms of the cockleburs. That and if you're not familiar with cocklebur, it's a little thing that looks like a porcupine egg, and they're very prickly, and so that has been a challenge for us, because they'll get in the buffalo hair and then they will spread them, and they can be lethal to the buffalo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And so in terms of products, what do you sell?
Okay, we have the same sort of products that you generally have out of beef. So we have ribeyes, New York strips, tenderloins, sirloins, skirt steak, flank steak, those kind of things in the steak department. Then we have ground, which is the primary thing. The bison is a smaller animal in the back, so you don't get as many steak cuts out of the bison as you do, so you get more ground product. But we have burgers, both in quarter pound and third of pound size, 1 pound packs. And then we do about 5 different bison sausages. So we have a bratwurst, hot Italian, zesty Italian, sweet Italian, and chorizo. And also we have a bison jerky and bison snack sticks. Oh, wow. In addition to roast.
And what's your favorite out of that? What would you make if you had to choose one
Well,
dish?
everybody loves tenderloins. We just sell them so fast that we hardly ever get to eat one. One of our favorite cuts is the London broil. The thing we eat most of is either burgers or spaghetti or tacos.
Okay, so pretty simple. Okay, and so where in the Triangle can people find your products?
We sell at the Durham and Carrboro Farmers Markets on Saturdays. There's a store here or a couple places here in Person County, the Farm to Home Market in town, and Hurdle Mills Market that carry some of our things. The over in Raleigh, there's one place, I'm drawing a blank on his name right this second, that they carry a little bit of our stuff, not very much.
Okay, so mostly in Carrboro and Durham.
Most the best selection is to go to the Durham and Carrboro Farmers Markets.
Okay.
And we also sell from the house here.
Sure.
We have people that call us and come out here.
And they'll be open during the tour too.
Right.
And so how long have you been on the farm tour, and what do you like about doing the farm tour?
I think this is our maybe 7th year or so on the farm tour. We feel like we are stewards to this land, and we enjoy sharing, having people to come out here, and usually it's a pretty day, and people like to bring kids out and enjoy talking about bison. They as I said, they're now our national mammal. They're an icon of the country, and so we just enjoy having people to come out.
Great. So Jack, thank you so much for your time today. Beautiful animals were right back here. Again, the Piedmont Farm Tour starts on April 22nd, running April 23rd. You'll be able to visit Jack and view his beautiful animals here, and get some buffalo sticks. So thank you so much, Jack.
All right, thanks.
Great, thank you, sir.